Hello everyone, welcome in. Happy Tuesday to you. Wake up, camera. There we go. Happy Tuesday. Today just flew by. Like today disappeared. Like, where did today go? There we go. Let's see who all is in here tonight. Hey, Will, welcome in. Happy to see you, Zeeks. Shh. Quit being rude, Drain. Hopefully everyone had a lovely holiday. In case anyone wasn't here for the holiday with me. Everyone planning for the new year yet? Nice. I thought it might be an interesting combo. I don't know if I'm just getting more steam tonight. Is it colder in the house tonight? It doesn't feel colder in the house tonight. But it seems like there's a lot more steam on camera tonight than usual. Hey, Bun Buns. Welcome in. They take a lot out of you. That can slow you down. That's why they always give you sugar and stuff after you go and donate blood. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Welcome into the stream. Happy to have you. Nice, Celtic. I'll have to take a look at those after the stream. So we're going to start by grading potato tonight. And so I'm just going to grate the potatoes. I've been dithering back and forth if I add goat cheese into this. I already have goat cheese, so it's not like a... I have goat cheese in the fridge already. It's not getting any fresher. But I didn't really plan it for this meal. I didn't really plan this meal thinking about it being in there. I just sort of discovered it afterward and was like, oh yeah, I still got that. Oh yeah, that's the whole thing. Anything goat cheese typically has a very fresh and often a slightly fermented type note to it, but the acidic style fresh. There's some notes out there, sort of like durian, that can be quite fruity and citrusy when it comes to fermentation. Is Arby's making burgers now? I think they always did, but wasn't really, it's never been their thing. All right. So there is our grated potato. We'll take a hopefully not filthy hand towel and give all of this a good squeeze. No, where's the beef is Wendy's, Zeeks. If you lived in the 80s, I don't know how old you are, I'm not trying to date you. People who lived in the 80s, yeah, I'm pretty sure most of you still have that woman's voice in your mind. Where's the beef? Ooh, our sick mod is here. Hopefully he is feeling better moment by moment. And for anyone curious what I'm doing here, I'm wringing out as much of the moisture in that potato as I can through this towel. Which, it's not dripping a ton, but the towel to potato ratio here tonight, I think it's going to soak up most of it rather than drip it out. Alright, so we'll keep that wrapped up so it stays somewhat dry. Work on our bacon. 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 Did he say bacon? Yeah, bacon. Damn it. There goes one of my nice Riedel glasses. Sorry, I'm gonna have to pause for a second, chat, here to clean up the glass. I was doing so well with these too. I'm just notorious, and this is exactly how I break all of my wine glasses. Mr. Wiggles, what are you doing? But this has to be the number one reason why I have broken glasses. It's not cleaning the glasses. It's when they're sitting here drip drying. I think this deserves a full reset here. And we're gonna hope there's no glass in the bacon. And the coffee. Because I'm getting to the point where I have very few sets of anything in my life. And I don't know that I really want any either. Like, most of the stuff I buy, I want a couple of them. I can understand buying a set or a group of things being cheaper if you got a family or something. But why do I have my keys in my pocket? Oh, no, it's not my keys. It's my microphone. Why are my keys in my pocket? Okay, let's restart this project over here. Chat just really loves the chocolate. Plastic. Plastic is convenient. I don't like drinking out of plastic. I don't like eating using plastic utensils because they're usually junk that doesn't handle the strength. That said, I know we have plastics that could, it's just they're not cheap. Little garlic powder. Pepper. MSG. And eggs. But the old eggs, not the new eggs. One of those, oh, what was the name of the character? The kid that was in a permanent bubble. That's even before my time, but... And finally, salt. Now that we have the egg in there already, I wanted to wait the last minute for salt. That salt's going to pull even more moisture out of these potatoes. And speaking of that, we need our oven on. And then we're going to use this as sort of like our actual crust with the bacon. Hey, Maz, welcome in. I'm going to fill this with my blind baking pie rice. Just as a weight to hold it down in the pan. Not that I really expect the egg to do much, but this is more for the bacon, I think, than the egg with the potato. Is we want to keep that bacon weave where it is. Why does that camera look so blurry? What is going on here, camera? Why is your focus way off again? Why does this keep resetting? There. All right, so we have our bacon weave, we have our shredded potato with egg seasoned on top of that, and our rice. And this is all gonna go into the oven. It's preheating, but I'm gonna throw it in there right now. And we'll give that a good, let's say 25 minutes. You can't see what, Ozzy? Excuse me. Okay, next steps for tonight's dinner. We need green onions cut. We need regular white onion cut. I say white onion, I mean sweet onion. These aren't white onions. These are sweet onions. Doing a great job of getting all that skin on my floor there. Good thing I got a automated robot for that. That takes as much to clean as it takes. Takes as much time to clean that thing as it takes cleaning the house. Yeah, they're probably not great for dogs anyways. Bad enough my long hair ties them up. I can't imagine what dog hair would do to one. And that's the... Yeah. And there's lots of stories about what happens when people leave their animals at home and they can't find a bathroom, and then the robot runs. Those are some fun ones. I would not want to have to clean that up, though. Oh, yeah, that's right. You mentioned that the other day, Zeeks. Hopefully they're doing well. Nice. This goes into the wash. Oh, hey, maybe this will actually convince me to clean this bowl and put it back into use and actually put my rice away this time. Sort of tempted to give that even longer than 25 minutes in the oven. I'm just worried that it's going to get too much, like, 25 minutes in the oven at 350 is not a horrible time for bacon. It's probably going to come out all right if it was just bacon. But that's bacon layered with potato, filled with rice in a cast iron pan, and all of that has to heat up. Oh, jeez. Yeah, it's... Yeah, I don't like dealerships. Like, I'm not a huge fan of the whole Tesla push. Like, I'm not really pro-Tesla with the whole anti-dealership thing, but I think dealerships are a bum deal at this point for the auto dealers. Dealerships were originally there so that the car dealers weren't selling you the cars themselves, so they didn't have to deal with the liability. Because we all know that, you know, making guns makes them liable. So let's do the same with cars. In my experience with dealerships, it's entirely it just doesn't make sense. If dealerships could handle multiple, you know, companies, and they weren't all just one station Andes, that might be a different thing. My frustration dates back to when I bought my truck. My truck was originally a lease, and I paid out the lease when it was done. And in order to buy my own truck, that for something that really needed a dealer not to be involved whatsoever, there was a $500 processing fee for me to buy my own truck. And then the lease company that I used for the lease, I don't think ever did its end of the paperwork. And so for years, it's finally been fixed, I think, but for years, I never got DMV notices. The DMV was like, why are you trying to register this truck? It's not under your name. It's like, and my truck renews beginning of the year. It just timed up because I bought it at the beginning of the year. It times that it's the beginning of the year. And so it's in the middle of, you know, holidays, New Year. And so I don't get a notice for my tag renewal. And then everything else is going on in the world, and I'm not paying attention to something silly small like that. And yeah. Yeah, it's the Assassin's Creed song again. Okay, what else are we cooking that we're throwing in this? I think that's it. sunflower oil. Are the playlists getting too repetitive? Do I need to shake them up more than just adding the holiday one in there? I can certainly shuffle them. I don't know if there's a ton of new... They're pretty good about adding new content, but I think I went through a majority of the catalog already. Oh, no worries, Zeeks. Oh, hey. My shopping list, because I haven't broken into my new post-it notes. Ozzy, hopefully nothing's changed too drastically on your end. I toyed around with moderation earlier today. And there should be, still talking about moderation, and hopefully you're hanging here still, Ozzy, but there's this new shield mode that it's a little along the lines of the hot button that I have set up before already. But you should be able to, if there's a whole bunch of bots in chat or something, you should be able to turn on shield mode. You can add it to your manager or wherever. But essentially it says bye-bye to everyone. Caramelized onions, I don't see a need for it. That sounds to me like a... Yeah, that just sounds like a lazy technique to me. That doesn't sound like something that's going to benefit anything. I do add some form of moisture, whether that's some sort of stock or water, to help steam and speed it up. But there's certainly enough sugar and onions already without needing to add more. Yeah, people are funny. I can see that being like lazy, quick diner technique for, but it doesn't make sense to me, because you're adding sugar. You're more likely gonna burn that sugar before you actually cook those onions. Like, yeah, that's a horrible plan. Butter's always better. Uh-oh, what's everyone listening to in the scanner? Hmm. Good caramelized onions. You get some good caramelized onions, and they are like perfectly acceptable for dessert use. You get them really nice and caramelized without burning them, which does take time, does take effort. Like people say 20, 30 minutes. I'm thinking more like 45 minutes, an hour. But you properly caramelize onions, and they are just gorgeousness. Well, I sort of in my mind have two versions, but that's my version. That's what I think of when I think of caramelized onions. I'm thinking of those ones that are dark, completely soft, sugary, but still got that umami to them. That sulfury, oniony. Then there's what I think of as the diner or sautéed onions, really. And those are those onions that you get at the diner that got some color to them, but in many cases they're not even fully cooked through. They're just semi-transparent with some color on them. Yeah. There's uses for those. Those are like great burger onions. But they're not caramelized to me. Nice, Celtic. Like, let's see here. Let's see. Let's try this. Like these. Those are caramelized onions. Those are caramelized onions. Those are caramelized onions. But these are more like diner caramelized to me. Or diner sauteed onions to me. Welcome back, Bun Buns. I wonder how much Martha's gonna jump back into food. Like how much more food she's gonna do now that she's got that restaurant concert in Vegas. Which I got the impression, I'm sort of upset about this. I think that is in the place of the old buffet at the French casino, Paris. They had the best buffet on the whole strip. Like, as far as quality. Like, it certainly wasn't the cheapest, but... I did notice the last time I went to Vegas, it's been a couple of years since I've been to Vegas, but the last time I went, they had just changed the cigarette laws, or the smoking laws, and so basically everyone got rid of their buffets when the smoking laws in Nevada changed. Nice Celtic. Yeah, it's there. You can go really deep with them. There's a bread vendor that I talk about occasionally, and he was doing baillis, essentially like bagels with a filling in the center. And he used to have caramelized onions that were just epitome of caramelized onions and those things, and they were like perfect for breakfast food, you know, like savory but sweet. Mm-hmm. That's our timer on our shell. Let's see what we got underneath here. Okay, I think I want to go a little bit longer with that. It looks like it's cooked at the same time, though. Okay, that's not fully cooked, but I'm going to throw... Oh, you can't see it. So, it looks like it's pretty well cooked up to about there. The center of this could use a little more time, and it could definitely a little more time to dry out. And so I'm going to put that back in the oven for another 5 minutes. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. And see how that does just dry without anything holding it down. Okay, those onions are looking mostly translucent, and so they've sweated through. What happened to you? Did I leave you out somewhere? Of course I did. Green onions don't go in the dry storage. It's a good thing I only bought them 2 hours ago. I was always taught onions before first, too. And I have moved to doing mushrooms first because of the required time to render them down, how they love to soak up oil. It's sort of like I was always taught you go garlic in the pan first with the oil and then your onion almost nearly immediately afterward. A lot of more modern recipes are thinking that's not the greatest plan. You can still cook the garlic through nicely, get that flavor, and it doesn't have to be so bold. And so you might see me putting garlic in later than that, even though I was taught garlic first in most cases. We're right on the cusp here. Like, when I was going to college, we had the sous vide thing, we had all the Noma stuff, we had all the Ferran Adria stuff going on. And so in these last 2-3 decades, we've had a lot of movement from old wives' tales or granny tales or what have you, tradition, versus modern science. It's telling us a lot of the ways that we're doing this were just stupid. And the figure when I was in college, I have a feeling this figure is probably even higher now. But even when I was in college, we were looking at 20% of all meals eaten. 20%. 1 in 5 was eaten in a vehicle. Someone asked me about beans the other night, and I fully respect soaking beans, especially if you can find some nice ones that are different from the norm. But I don't think the time and effort is worth it if you're just going for one of the regular varieties that everyone regularly uses. And so I have gone to using canned ones myself. for most things. And actually, rather than soaking them, if I do something like that, I'm probably going to do the fast method these days too. Which the fast method being you heat it up and then you can let it sit and cool down before you get into everything. It's a little like pre-cooking it before you cook it. It's a matter of what beans you're like. I'll repeat it again. I said this was even earlier, like a week or two ago. I was listening to the UK streamer talking about how, you know, the only beans worth eating are the Heinz ones in a can because that's what UK people eat, and the beans in those are different from any of the others. And it's just because it's a different variety of bean. And I've had beans that are like, I've had cranberry beans and all sorts of weird colored beans that I've gotten from the farmers markets. They're great. But the problem with those a lot of the time is you don't know all those aspects unless you sit there and pick the farmer's brain about them. You know, they're going to be thick-skinned, they're going to be thin-skinned, they're going to take forever to cook, they're going to be quick. The number of veggies out there that are, I mean, the number of veggies that you can even just plant in your own garden compared to what's available to you at the market is ridiculous. Let's see if I can pull it out quick here. Yeah. I mean, I've shown this on stream before. Like, how many different varieties you need? Just okra. Okra, 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 okra. Oh, we made it to onion. And it's just the ones they're trying to show you to sell. And this is just one catalog. I really, really wish that we had more variety in our supermarkets than we do. I really do. The world could be so much more interesting than it is than just vacuum packed meals in the freezer section. Well, let's take a look at that crust. That's looking on the edge of done there. We're starting to get a little color there. Yeah, the egg is most certainly solidified there. But I think I want to give that just a little bit more longer. Hey, Celtic. Yeah, I think the last time I did soaking beans, especially for stream, I think I was doing cassoulet, and it took forever. And it's cassoulet, so even though I was doing stovetop cassoulet instead of in the oven, it took forever cooking on the stove. And that was a really long, hey, it's on the stove stream. But as far as rotating stock, yeah, that's a good one. I need to replace my ramen safety supply. It's been around long enough that, yeah, time to kick the bucket. Actually, I should probably look into that and find something better than that, because that was an easy thing for me to pick up and keep around that I didn't have to worry about. But they only last about 6 months. And so you have to be eating them if you're going to be using those as your... And I might switch to having more rice and beans and, you know... I already have a decent amount of flour. I already have a decent amount of rice, but I might be keeping more beans around instead of trying to do the whole... The benefit of the ramen is the night where I'm not streaming and I'm hungry. There's no food that's set up in the house. That's a rarity, but there's no food. And I don't want to deal anything with it. And so, you know, ramen and eggs. Done deal. Lazy night. You got anyone celebrating tonight? Anyone drinking anything interesting tonight? I think I'm just going to go for water myself. Thank you, Zeke's beating me to it. That's the way my world's been looking for the last 48 hours or so. It's been raining here pretty much non-stop. Lost my power last night. I don't know for how long. I think for quite a while. Like, I think I didn't even get my 7 o'clock alarm in the morning. I think it went out for like 8 or 9 hours last night. No, I don't have that much room, Celtic. And I'm only planning for me. I got a big Cambro of rice, as far as what I was talking, and it's about 10% full at this point. But I got a Cambro for buying large sack rice. And yeah, I don't really have the room to be a prepper. And honestly, I sort of think the grab and go bag is probably a better thing to have ready than hunkering down, because yeah, hunkering down doesn't generally work out well for people. So we'll take our mushrooms and onion. And put that there. Save a little of this for our garnish on the top. I bought this jar so annoyed that I couldn't find any smaller jars. Like, there's no way I'm going through all these jalapenos. Guess who's finishing off the jalapenos tonight? I don't want any of that. Yep. 2 more tops and some seeds in there. Not super fine, but not big hunks of jalapeno in there. I don't know why I'm keep leaving this bacon out here. Anyone need some pocket bacon? Debating if this is enough for this project. So we got our crust. Question is 4 eggs going to be enough for this? I don't think so. I think I'm probably going to go with 6 here. Salt in with the eggs. MSG. And black pepper. Oh, garlic powder. Light garlic powder. Very rarely do I use white pepper. I'm still trying to use up that little bit that I have left in here, actually. White pepper has a very distinctive flavor and smell that I don't necessarily like. The smell I necessarily don't. And I absolutely love my new black pepper grinder, and so I've been just using that. The only real advantages that I see, and the only real times that I see people using white pepper anymore, is because they don't want black flecks in something that they're cooking. And I know it's pepper. I'm just gonna put the pepper in there. It'll taste better. But this would be a perfect case for white pepper for that very reason, is we're gonna have pepper flakes in our egg batter. And so if you don't want that, I don't have it on. I don't think that I do have it on my Amazon list, Zeeks. But it's a Peugeot I got a deal on this bright red one. They can get quite pricey. But same as the French brand that does, they're sort of one of those major brands that does everything, and they're a French name, so they do all sorts of stuff. Going to increase the oven temp to 400. And we're giving this a little bit longer. I mean, this handle's still hot enough that I don't even really, I can touch it without worrying about it burning me, but it's not something I want to hold on to. So we're going to give this another minute to cool down before the egg's in there. And I'll give the oven a moment to heat up to full temp. The thing that I found shopping for these, and I did some searching when I was doing this, was basically they all boiled down to the actual grinding piece that they have in them. And the cheaper ones are generally all the same. And so that's why I went for a brand name as it have a standardized, it has their own thing, their own developed system. And it works really well compared to my old one. Really, really good. It's sort of like, well, actually, I don't even know where to get a good one with these. But it's sort of like with the counter scales. Like, I've got my stainless steel scale here that I use for my coffee and that. I'll use it for other things too. But all of these are basically the same regardless of what you pay for them. And so, scales, buy whatever's cheap that you can find because they're all using the same sensors with the same, like quality to them. Maybe buy one that's got the shape or design that you want over worrying about which one's going to... They're all the same accuracy. But speaking of buying things, I've recently talk about the New York Times again here too, because I got my cheapo 1-year subscription that I'm not continuing, but I'm going to keep talking about them all year apparently. It's their wire cutter service, which is a little like Popular Science was when I was a kid. Like Popular Science always had cool gadgets and prices, and they were doing the comparisons, like Consumer Reports was doing that too. And now the New York Times has started doing that. And I'm liking their reviews, other than the fact, like, they're doing reviews and they're showing products that I think look like really good products, but they're typically not very cheap. And so I haven't bought a lot from them, but they've caught my interest. Okay, I'm gonna go for it. I'm pouring it in. Okay, frittata going in the oven. Or quiche going in the oven. Frittata with a crust going in the oven? Okay, these are all going in the wash. Put all my towels in the wash. Gonna have to break out some of the old work hand towels. Yep, Celtic. It's a lot of fun. I've been on the other end of that too as a business person. It's a lot of fun when you have a political writer come in and do a slam on your company for something that really I didn't really feel was worthwhile. That was fun. There are things of business that are just not fun at all. People accuse you of anything under the sun as long as they can get their way. And care less what happens to you from it. It's not even that. There's certainly my way or the highway, but there's just complete, like, not understanding. So what should I do for caviar tomorrow, folks? Caviar won the ingredient challenge vote in the Discord. So what am I going to do tomorrow? And then the reviews are the worst too, because the I was lucky in that the few reviews that I had publicly for my business and Yelp and that sort of thing were all positive. That was lovely. But you look at some of the reviews that people put out there, like they'll sit there and tear down a restaurant in 4 or 5 paragraphs and then give them 4 stars. Or they'll sit there and say it was the greatest restaurant they've been at in years and give you 1. It's... and that goes without, some of the lovely things that Yelp has done in recent years. Like at the beginning of COVID, when they started fundraisers for thousands and thousands of businesses without even consulting the owners, and then required them to prove that they were the owner in order to get them to stop. I am not a fan of Yelp at all, in any form, sort, or way. Yeah, and that goes, that isn't even touching product reviews, yeah. Amazon reviews, yeah. You have all sorts of weird stuff going on along with that too, like they credited thousands of people being sent seeds last year or the year before to them being, actual products sent out. So that reviews could be made. And the world of drop shipping is just... I don't even know anything about it, and it's ridiculous to me. Of course, that's maybe why I think it's ridiculous. I don't know. Maybe half the people in chat make their living off it. But that's what I was just getting at, Ozzy. They're still gaming the system regardless of them being verified purchases. The verified purchase doesn't make it anymore. And now we get to have reviews written by ChatGPT, so no one can tell, it's a real person or not. I just want them to make a proper cropping AI so I can crop all my videos and not have to spend hours editing. I want nothing to do with editing video. Please save me, Adobe. We have any editors in chat that... I'm not looking to hire anyone, but hey, is anyone familiar with the AI tools? Is any of the AI tools even worth looking at? I've looked online pretty heavily on my own, and there's some AI apps out there, but most of the AI apps seem to be like, okay, we're gonna put this generic person on screen and you can write the text that they say, and you can add the text in there like it's a PowerPoint presentation video. I'm looking for someone to cut down my videos to something that's just the key points. And I want AI to do it, so one, I don't have to pay someone, and B, so that I don't have to do it myself. Oh, by the way, chat, we have a new camera on the way. So next camera, well, I don't know if I'm going to get it set up in time for that. But we're replacing the old cell phone with a GoPro Hero 8. And it's going to be direct wired instead of Wi-Fi. So hopefully there's not going to be any blips in the screen anymore. And additionally, I'll still have the cell phone for occasional use somewhere else. But I'm hoping to fit the GoPro in the same. So we're still going to have Mr. Wiggles, it's just going to be a GoPro instead of a cell phone. And it should be able to do 4K 60 frames and zoom, but I don't think I'm really going to have much control over that during the stream, so. Yeah, new camera. So, maybe next stream? No, not tomorrow. It's not going to be, I'm not going to get it done for tomorrow. I was thinking it was going to be 2 days until next stream. Maybe Friday stream? Maybe Friday stream? Turn the temp down to 350. Get that 400 degree in there for the shock and bring everything up to temp hopefully quickly. And then 350 to coast out. Nice Celtic. Wiggle. Just wondering what was on bright on the floor over there. It's an onion peel. I missed the wiggle. What was the wiggle gif? What was the wiggle gif? Was that the same wiggle? seems like we've done alright. We had a few drop frames when I was starting the stream up tonight. But it looks like it was just a little bit right as I started. It's below 1%, so hopefully we haven't had any problems with the connection tonight. Zeeks. I think I'm going to take a couple minute AFK here while this continues cooking. And I'll be back in a few moments. You got 10-ish minutes.
Now, a new creation from Seal Test. Cottage cheese in ready-to-serve portions. Handy envelopes bring you brand new convenience and ease. Zip, it's open, quick and neat. Just the amount you need, the easy way to serve cottage cheese. The rest stays moist and creamy. Ready for next time.
Are they handy? Cottage cheese in ready-to-serve portions.
So easy to use, quick, and no bother at all.
The rest stays really fresh, moist, and creamy.
Yes, serving cottage cheese was never as easy as this. Seal Test's new square package with handy, ready-to-serve portions. Zip, it's open. Simple as can be. The rest stays moist and creamy fresh. You'll love Seal Test cottage cheese in new, ready-to-serve portions. Get some soon.
A pleasure, Milton. In just a moment, we'll see how well Milton does at the Pentagon. But if you want to see busy hands at your house, just you offer this lively Christmas party dip that's so good to serve with king-size Fritos corn chips. Just follow the recipe right on the Fritos package. Of course, it calls for the famous Philadelphia brand cream cheese, an 8-ounce package, which we blended with 2 tablespoons of milk till it's nice and smooth, like so. Then come 2 tablespoons of Kraft cream-style horseradish for zesty flavor, a 1/4 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, and finally, a dash of salt. And we'll blend our Philly mixture again. And when party time comes, let the folks enjoy this wonderful Philly horseradish dip with crisp king-size Fritos. There are those busy hands. Just remember, you make the best-tasting dips with the freshest-tasting cream cheese you can buy. Philadelphia brand cream cheese, made only by Kraft.
Schmidt's Blue Ribbon Bread gives you 7 ounces of non-fat milk solids in every loaf, the equal of 90 quarts a year if you serve it regularly. Every sandwich you make, every snack, gives you extra milk. For wonderful flavor combined with sound food values, serve Schmidt's Blue Ribbon Bread in the pantry pack.
What? Keeping the coffee in the icebox?
Yes, Mr. Jones, it's a new kind of coffee, roasted by a new secret process. Hence, this new none-such coffee has a different flavor, a flavor preserved by vacuum packing, the flavor retained by refrigeration after the jar has been opened. Just taste it. You can't miss that delicate aroma, that clean, mellow taste. Yes, in cooking, the way to a man's heart is most of all through the coffee pot. In every jar, you'll find 3 special pointers, valuable in all methods of making coffee. Try new none-such coffee now. Use half the jar. If not 100% satisfied, get all your money back from your grocer without argument. Special for Movie Week, only 28 cents a pound, plus 3 cents refundable deposit on the jar.
3, 2, 1, blast off. She's up. Come in ideal countdown control. Ready for second launching.
Atlas moving into position.
Fuel her up.
All set.
Count down.
10, 9,
Yes, you can be in command of your own ideal countdown. It's a real electronic missile base. You sit at the controls and move missiles into place. You count down. You blast off. You track the flight. The ideal countdown comes complete with moon missile and lunar probe, as well as a giant atlas. Get your electronic ideal countdown now, wherever good toys are sold.
It's a wonderful toy. It's ideal.
And now, from the popular comic strip Peanuts, here are Charlie Brown and his friend.
Why, thank you, Charlie Brown. Thank you, Charlie Brown.
What's the occasion? Has Charlie Brown had another baby sister?
No, Ford has new economy twins, so he's passing out chocolate cigars to everyone.
Everyone?
Yes, everyone.
You bet your boots, everyone. 'Cause it's just like they said. We've got something big to celebrate. And here it is, Ford's Economy Twins for 1960. The economy choice of a lifetime. Oh, I'll bet you've never seen a prettier twosome than this. There's the new size Ford, the Falcon. And next to it, the large economy size Ford, the Fairlane 500. You know, the 60 Fords were featured in the recent issue of Vogue magazine. And when you run your eyes over the elegant good looks of this Fairlane 500, it's sure easy to see why Vogue says Ford means a fashion success. And all this all-new beauty is yours for an all-new price. That's right. This roomier, more luxurious Fairlane 500 is actually priced a whopping $142 less than last year. And as for this pretty Falcon over here, well, just wait till you check its price sticker. It's America's lowest priced six-passenger car. In fact, it's priced up to $124 less than the other compact cars. Look them over in your Ford dealer showroom. Two new Fords, two wonderful new ways to go the finest. Ford's Economy Twins for 1960.
Next week.
All right. Come on. Come back, camera. There we go. Hi, everyone. Yeah, that's why I picked that one, Zeke's. Between it being Peanuts, the old classical cartoon, which also is a Sonoma. Like, we have the Peanuts Museum in Santa Rosa, and Schultz is, at least, I don't remember if he was born here, but he at least lived a majority of his life in Sonoma County. We have Peanuts characters all over town in the county, because the county Chamber of Commerce gives out Peanut statues to different businesses. But the whole kids smoking cigars, and the thing you never see on TV today. Where went my music? Where's my music? There we go. We'll go over here quick to the Discord, and get Celtic showing off his burgers. Thought I'd show that to the chat. You gotta love the drip. What is with the focus here, camera? Why do you need more milk in your bread? Well, besides the fact that back in the day, milk was like healthy. You know, you need milk to grow up, and all the. It also makes your bread softer. Yeah, we don't even get recipes in instruction manuals anymore. You know, it's like follow a QR code to go to our website and sign up and give us all your personal info, and maybe we'll give you some recipes. I do too, Zeeks. It's been a minute since I've had a burger. The last burger I had, I think I had on stream. But hey, we're doing all things pie here soon. So maybe I'll do a burger pie. That entirely just popped into my head now. That actually sounds like a pretty good time. That might have to happen. I might have to make a... I've made Baconator bread pudding. So I think I can turn a burger into a pie. Oh, Celtic. I'm particular about my shepherd's pie. I'm getting more and more particular about it as I get older. Nowadays, shepherd's pie to me, you better have some lamb or goat in there. It's sort of fun. Like, I'm trying to, as I get older, to just let go of definitions. Like, because it just... I've covered this before on stream. Like, just so many of definitions of things have been either modernized or just completely changed from... Yeah. Nothing ever stays the same. Sort of seems like everything sort of gets reinvented about every 20 years. It becomes new in some fashion, or there's a new name for it for the same thing. I think we're looking lovely here. What do you think, chat? You think your car detailer vacuumed your air tag by accident, so you've been tracking him for months? Wow. Wow. This needs more milk solids, do you think, Zeeks? We can improve that. Nice, Celtic. Yeah, you have cottage pie, you have shepherd's pie, you have there's another one too. That last little bit of green onion, which basically just disappeared on the top there. Honestly, so did I, Zeeks. It's all your fault that it's on there. Okay, slicing time. Don't want to throw the scraps away, but they're not going to be pretty on the plate. This is obviously very horrible for my knife to be doing. Top edge potato is going to take a little convincing because there's no bacon between the pan to keep them separate. Yeah, a little unhappy about the bacon stain in the pan there for the first piece, but yeah, I'm thinking that turned out right popper. I think this might actually be a win for once in a while. It's been a minute since I've had, like, I feel like I've been failing on accomplishing plans last little bit. That looks yummy to me. I think that's a win. Give Chad a close up here on the side of it. On the edge of blurriness there. All right, folks. So that is dinner for tonight. Gonna be back here tomorrow night. We're gonna be making dinner using caviar. It's almost proper that chat picked caviar right before the New Year's. So that way we can do some proper New Year's type foods ahead of New Year's Eve. I love that I'm sitting here gesturing to chat and you can't see anything that I'm doing right now. Greatly enjoyed chatting with all of you this evening. Thank you for joining me tonight. As I said previously, gonna be back here on tomorrow with caviar. Gonna have our normal Friday stream, and then Sunday I'm gonna be doing more fun. I hope you come back to join me for all of that. I don't think we've had anyone guide the raid this evening. Nope, it's been a minute since that, so let's see who's online. Let's see if there's anyone that's like, we need to raid. There aren't too many people on my list that I have to raid. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it right there. Thank you all for joining me. I hope you all have a lovely evening. Good night.